Okay, everything is packed. My room is pretty much empty and everything I'm taking is right there. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about something completely different than we usually talk about, but something that I find very, very important. So this is something I'm actually super passionate about, and it kind of speaks on my personal faith, and I'm a very spiritual person and I believe in the law of attraction and manifestation. And so I wanted to bring that into my channel more and more. So I actually have a current video out called How I Manifested My Dream Job. And today we are talking about how I manifested my dream life. And I'm almost in shock at how perfect everything has lined up. And it's like, you know, my personal faith, I speak about the universe and I speak about this, but it kind of seems like no matter what faith you have, everything seems to line up. So like whether you speak of like God or, you know, all those other things, it's like the world has a way of working for you when you work with it. So I'm gonna jump right in and tell you guys that I have manifested it sounds so cheesy, but it's so true. I manifested my dream boyfriend. I have my boyfriend here. We are moving to my dream city. It is Sunday, June 2nd, and I'm moving to San Diego. And on top of that, I actually have manifested my dream job, and it's taken years. And so basically I'm going to take this video to teach you guys how I've been able to manifest my dreams, and it's crazy. So I'm gonna break it up into sections, and so the first section I'm gonna talk about how, you know, like I manifested the man of my dreams, and that's my boyfriend. He will be back in the car in a little bit, and we're gonna do like a Q&A, and I'll tell you guys like how we met, how we both kind of manifested each other into each other's lives, and how we did it. And I actually have some methods that I use to manifest my dream life. Okay, today starts the biggest adventure of our lives. You ready, babe?
Yeah.
Okay guys, so I have my boyfriend here, and we're gonna talk about how we manifested each other in each other's lives and how the timing was right. And so I have a list of questions for us to answer. And so my first question is like, how did we meet? And there's actually a little bit of a backstory. So tell them how we met, and then I'll tell my backstory.
Okay, so we actually met on Tinder. We both, I guess, swiped right for each other, and we matched.
So I actually never wanted to be on Tinder in the first place. I was never the type of person that wanted something like quick or simple. I had been really wanting something serious for a little while, and I was using other dating apps. And all my friends in the city that I lived in, our city used Tinder for dating, and they used the other apps for like hookups and stuff. And so my friends were like, you have to download it. And so I was like, okay, fine. I downloaded it. Within, I think, 3 weeks, I matched with this one. And then so we went to a park. Yeah,
and we had a great first date. We weren't, I guess I didn't think she actually liked me on this first date. She was very standoffish, would not like, no touching or anything like that, no kissing, and I was like, oh wow, so I guess she doesn't like me. And so I'm like, well, it was at least a fun date, we had a good time, we'll see where this thing goes maybe.
So for me, the first date went great. I'm just slow to warm up to people, and he had me at Oyster. So I remember when we first hung out, we were like playing basketball, which he thought was really cool because he likes, like, you know, you like outdoorsy girls that are like chill enough to like go shoot hoops or whatever.
Or hiking or something.
Yeah. And we were like, okay, we had played basketball, then we started walking, and we were talking about like how we eat, and he almost didn't tell me this, but he told me like for breakfast that morning he
had oysters, was a part of it, and some other stuff too.
And what he didn't know is like I had been eating, like, it's weird because nobody really goes to the store and buys like oysters or mussels or seafood, and at the time I was literally like going to the grocery store every day to buy like mussels, and we were both basically doing it for health reasons.
Yeah.
I wanted it for the iron and he wanted it for zinc. And it was crazy.
Yeah, because I was also like, I'm not gonna tell her this because she doesn't think I'm super weird, but whatever. I ate oysters this morning, and she's like, what? You like, no one else eats like shellfish like me. And so I was like, wow, this is like, so just being open and honest with your partner is a big thing.
Yeah.
Because you never know what can come out of it. Good or bad, at least you know in the beginning.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's how we met. We met at a park, and it was really lovely, and he said something. This is another thing that I knew we clicked. You said something kind of like slick. So we like saw a bunch of cops, and he made like a really funny drug reference, and I caught it, and you thought it was cool that I caught it because people don't usually
catch it. Because it was like really slick, it was just like really quick, and I was like, oh, she caught that? It's it. And she laughed, and I was like, okay, that's it. Yeah,
I don't find a lot of people funny, and I find him hilarious, and that's actually something I was looking for. So another question is like, you know, we both had like something in our minds that we had wanted from a partner, and it was like, I don't know, I guess the point is, before we met each other, we both hit a point where we kind of gave up trying to find, you know, our match or whatever.
Yeah.
Both kind of fed up with everything. And once you finally, so that's like part of manifestation, is like, once you're finally out of the state of desperation and you let go and you let the universe do its thing, like stuff like this happens where like you meet the person you've always been like dreaming about. Like, I've always wanted someone funny because I'm a very like upbeat person, and he matches me totally. Like, we're so goofy together. He like cracks jokes all the time, and I start laughing, and yeah. Oh, the timing for everything.
Oh yeah, so
how like you were kind of in a funk.
Yeah, so I was working for this company for 2 years, and also the dating thing wasn't going like that great. It was just meeting people, and it wasn't going anywhere. So I was at the point of just wanting to kind of find a partner, have a serious relationship, find a new job, get out of Charlotte, and start my life.
Yeah.
So I just let the universe take control, and met this one.
And for me, I had been dating. I was really, really frustrated. I got to a point where I was done. I like was really upset. I thought it was me that was the issue in all of these things, and I just kind of was like, whatever. But then I like know about the law of attraction, so I kept repeating to myself like, love is abundant, love is abundant. And I like gave up. I don't even know, like, it's honestly bizarre how this happened. We both go to health food stores every day of our lives. Like, we're so compatible in every way, financially, like all parts of our lives.
Like, there's not like really nothing that we don't kind of match on.
Communication's great.
Yeah.
So it can't not be fate. And we say that because we've actually grown up in the same area our whole lives. Not only that, when I went off to college, so he's a little bit older. Yeah,
I'm like 3 years older, so I was actually working
in the same city.
In the same city. So she was in Raleigh, North Carolina. I was working roughly in Raleigh, North Carolina. And there's only a couple of Whole Foods in the area. And
we both drove 30 minutes to go to that Whole Foods, and we never met each other.
Yeah.
And then like a few months before we met each other, we had been going to the same Whole Foods constantly, never met each other.
And we just knew that the timing wasn't right for us to meet. We weren't in the right headspace, we weren't in the right environment for it.
Yes.
Like,
so you have to be patient, and timing will always be right. Because if we met each other at any other time, I don't even know if we would be like this. And so everything just kind of fell into place. And that leads us to the next thing, and bizarrely enough, we've been wanting to move to the same place.
Oh yeah, Cali.
Yep, we've been wanting this for a really long time, both of us, without knowing.
Yeah.
We both had this dream of moving out to California for years. And this is a major move for us. We're moving cross country. We're moving from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast of America. And it's insane because honestly, us making this move started off as a joke.
It really did. Well, she just brought it up, like, you know, I would love to just live in San Diego. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I love California.
We both have the desire to like move elsewhere. Like for a while we were joking around that we would move to Australia. We were like trying to make moves for it. And then we just like kept joking and joking about San Diego, like, oh, LOL, like let's just
do a soft move to San Diego, see how, you know, that would feel before trying to jump all the way to Australia. That might be a little tougher to do.
Yeah.
And then that was even a joke, even San Diego move.
Yeah.
And then
we were like, oh, haha, just look for subleases, haha.
Let's look for jobs.
Let's look for jobs,
And
haha.
so at this point, I was like, this is perfect. So I start looking, my industry, you know, just biology, biotech, manufacturing, is all over in San Diego.
But it wasn't where we previously were. There were some jobs he had applied. So the thing is, he quit his job before we even joked about moving. The timing was perfect once again.
Yeah. I started getting interviews, calls. It's like it was meant to be.
Honestly, right now we're manifesting him getting a job, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna hear back today. So we'll let you guys know tomorrow, and he'll probably have a job lined up by the time we get out there.
Yeah.
So that's gonna transition us to talking about like this move and all of that. And so we're actually gonna show you some clips of this journey. We're driving cross country. I'll try to give you some tips and tricks of how to move cross country and truly follow your dreams. And I know it can be scary, and we'll talk about some of our fears and reservations about it all a little bit later. So see you in a little bit, guys.
Crashing